Hello class, my name is Raymond Herbert, and today I'm going to be talking about multiple sclerosis. Did you know in the US alone, MS affects about 355,000 people and more than 2 million people worldwide? You might be wondering what MS is. Well, multiple sclerosis is a neurological disease, which means that it attacks your central nervous system. The central nervous system is like mission control for your body that is made up of nervous tissue that control the activities of our body. So with MS, the body attacks the myelin sheath. The myelin sheath is a protective wrap that covers the nerves. Think of the myelin sheath as a wrapping around the insulator of an electrical cord. Without it, it wouldn't function right. So with the unprotected nerves, they can't function right, causing a wide range of symptoms. As we know, MS can cause a wide range of symptoms. The symptoms are numbness and tingling, vision problems, cognitive changes, walking difficulties, weakness, fatigue, and pain. Now, as for a cure for MS, that is still unknown. The way MS is diagnosed is by examining patients and finding at least 2 different areas in the central nervous system that are damaged. The way we can confirm this is that fact that MS is by getting an MRI of the brain and spinal cord. What we are looking for in the MRI is lesions on the brain and spinal cord. What are lesions, you may ask? Lesions are scar tissues that is left behind from the immune system attacking the central nervous system. The other way we can diagnose MS is by getting a spinal tap. What are we looking for is elevated levels of IgC antibodies and certain proteins called oligoglandans. In these findings, the body produces elevated levels of IgC antibodies. When it attacks our immune system, it is shown that some environmental factors play a role in MS. People that are further from the equator show to run the risk of getting MS because the lack of vitamin D. Now you may ask, what does vitamin D have to do with this? Vitamin D plays a role because the more you are exposed to sunlight, your body produces more vitamin D. Vitamin D helps support the immune system and prevent against immune diseases like MS. It also has to do with your family history of MS. With multiple people that have MS in your family, you pose a higher risk of getting because it is passed on through genetics. Just like any disease, MS can be in remission or people have relapsing episodes. A relapse is when you experience a flare-up of symptoms known as exacerbations. Remission is when the disease is dormant or you have no symptoms, but still can have the disease. It can be in remission for days, weeks, or years. Did you know the weather plays a role in MS? When you have MS, you need to stay cool. Heat causes people with MS to have flare-ups. It is a heat called heat intolerance. Anything from hot weather, fever, illness, hot baths, or overheating from exercise can cause relapsing symptoms. There is no treatment for MS, but you can only treat the symptoms because there is no cure for MS right now. Treatment can be done with medications. The medications are injectable medications like Avonex, Copaxone, which are IM shots that are done 3 times a week, and once a week depending on the dose of medication. There are also pills for people that don't want to deal with needles. It all depends on what you want to take and what your doctor recommends you to take. The way the medication works is that it alters your body's immune system. By suppressing and slowing down the active immune system, it slows down the attack on itself. To help with the relapsing attacks of MS, you can get a high dose of steroids. With MS, you can have spontaneous flare-ups or MS attacks, which means you have a increase in symptoms, due to fatigue, muscle spasms, vision changes, and to help with that, you could get a high dose of steroids. With steroids, it helps the inflammation of the central nervous system. For a much worse case of MS, for example, people that can't walk receive the medication and physical therapy as well to help keep them mobile and to keep their muscles active, in hopes of learning how to get around and cope with everyday activities. I hope that we learned a lot about MS today. I explained what MS is, the causes of MS, the symptoms associated with MS, the treatment and environmental factors. Just remember that MS is a very unpredictable disease that affects everyone different. If you have the right doctor and have a great family and friend support, we can learn to hope to cope with MS one step at a time, one day at a time. Thank you. Have a good day.